you go to get all your news, you already know we are back. Washington Informer, Win TV. It is Misha Green, Washington Informer managing editor. And I'm so excited to be chatting with my people, I always say, artists, theater people in the room today. And we are talking about I've Cried the Blues by playwright Dennis Williams. And we're talking with actress, vocalist, multifaceted artist, we will say, Karen Linette. And so I'm just so incredibly excited to talk about I've Cried the Blues coming back to the Warner Theater and really hear about this iteration of this production. So without further ado, Karen Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. It's a cloudy Wednesday here in DC, but we're going to bring some sunshine with this conversation today.
Well, it's a part of the blues just to set the tone. That's all.
You're right. You know what? That's it. Look at the weather being in one accordance, you know, with this conversation today. We'll take it.
Yeah.
God is the ultimate set designer.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. So first of all, tell us, Dennis, about bringing back I've Cried the Blues, this iteration, and why you've decided in this time that it's important to do so.
Ooh, let's see. So I've Cried the Blues. It is a powerful musical based in the 1940s. It's a Southern musical tale, and it travels the journey of Maddie, played by the Karen Linette. And it really explores the themes of racism and segregation and poverty and some of the challenges that were faced around that time in the 1940s in Little Rock, Arkansas during World War II. It's a true story that's based on resilience and hope, and it challenges the times that we were living in the past, and I wrote it to make sure that we didn't forget where we came from, but most importantly to see the direction that we're going in. And it's just so interesting because when you think about power, when you think about government, when you think about all these facets of things, some of the things that we happen to see are repeating itself in history today. So I thought it was really important to make sure that we brought it back to continuously tell the story, to share it with the world.
I am so excited. I mean, these are such incredibly important topics. And so I'm really excited to see this version come alive. And with Karen Linette as Maddie, tell us about diving into this role and what it's been like, particularly considering the time we're in right now.
Well, Maddie has her trials and tribulations, as just life, as people say today in 2025, life is life-in for her. And so trials and tribulations, but also through love and faith and wisdom and the support of her family, perseverance is also a theme of the show. And the character of Maddie as well, that she perseveres through it all eventually. So yeah, it's a story, like I said, the ebbs and flows of life, but she perseveres and she keeps going.
I love this notion of resilience and perseverance and continuing the fight, if you will. And so tell us a little bit about how music plays a role in bringing that part of the story and the story in general to life.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. So, right around the time in the 1940s, I don't know if people know this or not, but it was the birth of the blues era. So I thought it was really important that we factored that in. And then you're going to get a mix of like blues and jazz and gospel. And that was the music that our people really leaned into to really tell our stories in the classics of the juke joint. And the show is based heavily around the juke joint. So you'll see all different types of feels and vibes in the music from that era, and specifically to not only is Karen tearing down the house, literally. I mean, it was a standing ovation in 2019. And this time we're introducing new guest stars. So Candace Diller Bassett from Real Housewives of Potomac is going to be a part of the show, as well as Daryl Walls from the Walls group, a popular gospel group. So you're really going to get true genres of all different realms.
I love it. And, Karen, we know you can sing the Declaration of Independence. But what is it like, again, being able to dive in this amazing sort of combination of musical genres in this musical?
Oh, well, being an actual collector of music in real life and a student of music and a vocalist, been doing this for quite some time now, was pretty a great opportunity to sink my teeth into. So I'm a lover of the blues. I'm a lover of gospel. Gospel and blues together birthed R&B. So
Yeah.
what we know today is R&B. So all of that today is just a part of our culture, part of history. This is cultural. So this is historical.
It
So
is. And there's a song that she sings called Surrender. And now I've heard Karen sing a lot of things, okay? But this was my first time hearing her do the gospel side of it, because I didn't meet Karen until along this journey. But when I tell you the feels, you can hear the teardrops fall from the audience. I mean, it's so magical. It's so powerful. I mean, I can feel the hairs on my arm standing up right now. I mean, it's literally a once in a lifetime experience, and this is a one day only show, so people really got to take advantage of this, because the last time we ran it was in 2019, 6 years ago. Right. And depending on where God takes this journey, it depends on when it will be back to DC. So here's the opportunity, and the opportunity is now.
Well, we are excited about this one day opportunity, and we know so much has changed in the past 6 years from when audiences first got to tap into it. Tell us a little bit about what you hope audiences gain this time around, 6 years later.
I want the audience to feel the sense of belief and hope. If you've ever dreamed about anything in your life, and we all have, you want to go after that thing that God has put in your heart, this story will allow you to walk away with never giving up on that seed that was planted in your heart. I mean, we all have our journey, and it is a story from like tragedy to triumph, if you will. And it is just beautifully told. And I think that audiences will walk away with a different perspective, even on some of the topics that we introduce throughout the musical. And it'll give you what Oprah would say, an aha moment.
Love it.
Yeah.
And same question for you.
I will echo Dennis's sentiments on that as well. And in the spirit of transparency, bring tissue.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be moving. This is a momentous story. So like I said, it's a story that needs to be told. I think we as a culture have not always passed the history down. So our younger people are not in the know. So I think we need to continue that tradition, and hopefully this story will help with that. Hopefully there'll be some young people in the audience too who will get to come and experience this moment as well, and get a little bit of a history lesson as well. So
absolutely.
And it seems like you all just sort of went like this out of my brain, because you all both touched on the importance of history. And I want to end with talking about the power of Black storytelling. You all's career has sort of been, the Black storytelling has been so important to it. But why do we do it? Why do we continue telling these tales? And Dennis, of course, I'll start with you, bringing in this history, bringing in these struggles, and really telling a story of triumph. Why is that important?
Absolutely. So I know we have a responsibility to continuously push the legacy of those that came before us, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, their parents. And if we don't continuously push the envelope to keep our stories alive, as you see what's happening today, our stories are being stripped away from us. They've been removed from television platforms. They've been removed from theaters. And the good thing about the opportunity that we have is that when we're building stories like this in theater spaces, we don't have to necessarily wait for a yes. I moved out to LA a few years ago, and you have to wait for your television shows to be greenlit with the budgets and all that kind of stuff. Whereas in theater, we've been fortunate enough to say, this is what we're going to do. This is a story we're going to tell. We're going to come back. We're going to tell it our way. And that is the significance behind that. It is a life-changing story. And it allows people to just see life in a different way from our past to where we are today and the direction that we're going. And even in the times where it seems like all hope is gone, it's not. But we have to continuously push the needle with that.
Thank you. Karen, what about you? Why Black storytelling? Why do we keep...
like I said, referencing the quote, how do we know where we're going if we don't know where we've been? So we have to reference that quote as well. And again, like I said, I stress that to people, and not just young people. Let me rewind that back. So not just young people, there's people our generation and older who don't necessarily know our stories, be it in theater, be it in music and things of that nature. So one thing that I'm passionate about is sharing those legacies and keeping those legacies alive. I do that continuously on social media. People say, why do you do that? And I said, because we have to keep those legacies alive. You wouldn't know who these people are, and paying homage to those who came before us.
Yeah,
absolutely. Anything else about I've Cried the Blues, Dennis, that we should know before this Saturday? I know you said this is the one day only, but you also say you don't know where this journey is taking us. So if there's any exclusives you want to drop on Win TV, let us know.
You got to come to the theater to see what I say when I come out at the end. So that being said, get your tickets right now at Ticketmaster.com or WarnerTheater.com or I'veCriedTheBlues.com or Google it, whatever you got to do to find it. There's not a lot of seats left, so you need to get your tickets right now. It is going to be an incredible night. There will be a meet and greet with Karen, Candace, and Daryl Walls after the show. So you get the opportunity to hug on them and take some pictures. But it's a very, very beautifully moving performance. And I cannot stress that enough. And I'm not saying that just because I wrote it. I mean, it literally has been described from a TV One executive to be a life-changing experience.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Karen, how about you? We know to bring our tissues. We know to get our tickets. Anything else we need to know before Saturday?
Just hurry up and get the tickets, spread the word. Be sure to go to the direct websites versus the brokerage websites. Sorry, just want to add that in there. But go to the direct websites and get those tickets. Tell a friend, bring a friend, spread the word. We love good gossip. That's what we love, good gossip. Spread the word that way.
And I'm glad Karen brought that up, because people are selling these tickets at astronomical prices on these third-party sites. So yes, go directly to Ticketmaster.
Absolutely. And just like I said, tell a friend, bring a friend. That's the good way to spread the word. Word of mouth still works.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you know, I always say sharing is caring. So go ahead and share this video with your village, everybody, as you are tuning in. Because guess what? Folks might say, as they watch, let me go ahead and buy my ticket right now. And we know the tickets are limited. It's one day. And we want to be a part of this life-changing experience. And we want to make sure our village has that opportunity as well. And particularly in the world that we're in, looking out for one another, making sure that they have opportunities to access change-making moments, and the arts in particular really is invaluable. And so again, share this stream, share the links, go ahead and make sure you screenshot your tickets to your friends so that they know where you're sitting.
Tag us too. I've Cried the Blues on Instagram and Facebook.
Tag I've Cried the Blues.
You might win some meet and greet passes, so tag us. We'll see.
Ooh,
out there.
I'm loving these exclusives out here. So please, everybody, tap into I've Cried the Blues. You don't want to miss it. It's this Saturday at the historic Warner Theater, talking about a really important part of history. And as we are in the middle of Banned Book Week, I think it's really important to talk about the fact that we highlighting these stories that have been tried by over decades to be buried. And so thank you, Dennis Williams and Karen Linette and the entire cast and crew for bringing this production to life and unearthing these stories for us.
Absolutely.
Blessings to you all. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
Thank
Have a
you.
wonderful Wednesday to all of our viewers out there. Again, share this video and make sure you get your tickets to I've Cried the Blues this
That's
Saturday.
right. We'll see y'all soon.
you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.